Okay, so something that I've noticed, what happens if you create the building, it thinks south is one direction and you really want the other direction. So I'm going to show you how to deal with that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to rotate our drawing, what is basically plan north. Okay, that won't affect other things like shadows and whatnot. We still have to deal with actual true north, but let's deal with plan north. So essentially, what I would like is for, instead of this being the west elevation, I would like this to be the south elevation, okay? So currently this is south, this is west. So let's go to level 1. We're going to use these elevation marks. So I'm going to grab all the elevation marks. To do that, you can either grab one and select visible and view all instances of it, or you can go around and select them. So, all right, now that I have them selected, I'm just going to basically, I want, if this is south, I want south to kind of rotate up here. So I'm going to grab the rotate, I'm just going to click, go 90, click, and now let's see what east is. Okay, and south. Okay, yes, so south is facing the right way. Now let's go to the 3D view. And what we're going to see is that south is still over here according to the model. According to the actual drawings, south looks like it's in good shape. So this is actually geared toward plan north. Or not plan north, but actual true north. So we have another issue to deal with, because the reason we're going to deal with this, you might say, well, I don't really care, except that that's confusing. Well, the thing is that if we turn on the sun, I'm going to go down here and click on sun. Actually, I'm going to turn on shadows on, and then I'm going to go up to sun settings. And I'm going to pick a single day. So, okay, we're in Boston, and it is June, and it is the afternoon or early evening. Okay, so let's look at, and actually I'm turning off my path. We don't really care. Well, I mean, this actually describes everything. So if we look at the way that the shadows are being cast, let's remember that this should be south. In the afternoon, late afternoon, these shadows should be going in kind of almost perpendicular to this wall. Not like, this looks like it's, sometime in the winter, and it's, so the sun's doing this very shallow raking. So obviously it is not oriented the right way. So if we're going to do any kind of sun analysis on our facade or anything, this is going to be completely jacked up. So what we do is go up to manage, and we want to position rotate true north. Well, actually, let's locate it in the world. So you'll want to pick kind of whatever, city. So let's just say your project's in Manhattan. Kansas. So that's usually good enough. We don't need to get down to the square block. And so it changed a little bit, so that helped. Let's turn this guy off. It's kind of a little bit confusing. Let's go to must not be available and into 3D view to change position. So now that we're in level 1, let's rotate true north. So it again, okay, so it's also telling me that it doesn't like to be on these normal plan views. So let's go to site plan, and instead of go project north, go true north here, and then we're going to go up to position again and rotate true north. And at this point we're going to do the same thing. We're going to left and then go up here 90 degrees, and ooh, that may, as I recall, these were in the other direction. So let's just look real quick at our 3D view with our shadows. Okay, they're they're headed in the wrong direction. So we just need to go back to the site plan, and let's do one more. It didn't quite like, sorry, I'm getting clicky happy. We'll go true north again. It didn't like going this way, but all we need to do is now rotate another 180 degrees, and I think we're going to be in good shape. So this looks more like what I would expect at that time of day. But just to check, we'll just change the sun setting, Manhattan, Kansas, and let's just go to like noon, because we know kind of from south what noon would look like. So let's just test that, and we'll save our project because that's always a good idea. And given daylight savings time kind of shifting the a little bit of your shadow being not quite correct, this looks reasonable. So I think we're in good shape now. We also see that our orientation here looks more accurate to what we're wanting, so that's perfect.